This video will be an energy healing session where I tap into the energy of whomever is watching, and I provide distance Reiki and any other intuitive energy healing that I feel called to doing. This is the first healing video, the first ASMR Reiki session of the year. So happy New Year, everyone. I want to dedicate this video 2 new times. New energy, new portals, new worlds. As that's since that's something that is going on in people's minds during New Year's, even though New Year's is not like an official time of new cycle, but it is very a time that can be definitely used for that kind of creation, and a time to just reflect on what is it like, what are my intentions in everyday life, what are my intentions in bigger sections of my life. And we can think of the year as one section, one cycle. And so I am going to, like, this video will definitely be with that in mind. Like, okay, if we are starting kind of again right now, or this is some significant turning point, or a moment to just evaluate where we're at, what we're creating. So this is an energy healing session that works through time and space. Even though I am setting the intention relating to the new year, then like I said, this can be with anything relating to anything that is related to something that you define as new, or something that you would like to call in that is new, or beyond what you already have been doing, beyond what your mind has decided, your conclusions, your beyond the reality that you are kind of functioning from right now. And if there's anything specific that you already know you want to work on relating to this, then you can set your own intention for that. And so yes, I will, if you are new here, then sometimes I speak, I talk a lot, sometimes I just give space for the energy to flow, space for any just minimal ASMR sounds, and so I always just follow the energy, go with the flow. So yes, I'm going to light a candle. So for Christmas I created a lot of these soy wax candles, and it is such a difference to burn soy wax than like paraffin. So no toxins since I started doing this. So wherever you are, know that Reiki works through the screen, through the camera, and how many times you choose to watch this. It works with your body, the energy works with your body and with your higher self or your true self, with whatever you require each time. I'm just gonna put it in the back here. So now is a great time for you to, you can do a little kind of like a meditation if you'd like to call it that, and just ask yourself, what is it that you'd like to focus on during this session? What is it that you'd like to, what walls you'd like to break down? What asks you would like to choose for this year? And because it's really important not to just allow, whatever to happen that will happen, or to fall into the trap of like, whatever is supposed to happen will happen, because, well, then you're always putting the power out of yourself, and you are the star of your life. You are the main actor of your movie. So what is it that you would like to create and bring into your movie, your reality? What is it that you would like to step into this year? And I'm just going to allow the Reiki energy to start flowing, as I'm just going to kind of start pulling some energy as well. This is something I do intuitively. Just pulling some yuckiness from your mind. If you're having some mental cloud, I'm having some candle stuff on my hands. That's why the black thingies are. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing if I'm like pulling. So what is it you'd like to ask for? Is it abundance? Is it more opportunities? Is it stepping into who you truly are? Is it letting go of everything that's standing in your way for you to become the badass person that you are? And I'm not going to go into any kind of specific messages. This is very general, and I just want to raise the awareness of this asking for whatever it takes to blank, and be willing to do whatever it takes. Like if you're asking for a lot of money, are you truly willing to do whatever it takes to get that money? Are you truly willing to face all the uncomfortable stuff that comes with truly letting go of something or truly stepping into something? So know that what you ask for, you have to be willing to receive it fully, however it shows up. Because usually these things we're asking for, they do not show up like we have imagined. And if right now we'll just choose to let go of all and destroy and uncreate all conclusions, all definitions and decisions that are hindering us into stepping into truly what is possible for us. The world is one big, like this reality is one big conclusion and definition, and society and how everything is supposed to be and go, and how you're supposed to act, what you're supposed to do when you're this age, that age, how you're always supposed to fit into how, the normal person does it. Expectations, boxes, form and structure that has been prematurely decided for you, but you don't have to buy into it. You can acknowledge it, be like, okay, this reality functions like this, but I'm going to choose this, or I'm going to choose that, not avoiding responsibilities or something like that, but being aware of what else is possible, while still being aware of how, society, how realities that are not yours, but how they kind of function, and like what is required of me to be able to have my own world, my own reality, but still kind of do, what is required of me to not be like in jail or whatever, So just make sure there's a difference between like avoiding reality and being aware, like, hey, I actually have a different choice here. And what if this conclusion, what if this limitation wasn't the only truth, What if there's something else possible for me? And what if there was no one right decision here? What if there was no wrong decision or wrong choice? Only choices. And what choices do I have available here? And when you put these questions out, you are actually energetically starting to break down these forms and programs that you have kind of been planted in, So by asking a question, you are inevitably inviting different possibilities, different like timelines, or like there's a word that I'm not remembering right now, but it's like doors. I'm saying doors. So when you propose the question, even though you're like, oh, I don't know the answer, it's not about that. It's about breaking that energy up. That is a conclusion. It's just like it's putting you in a box like that. So as soon as you put the question, hey, actually, in a situation when you have thought that it was just, there was no other possibilities, like this is just how it is. That's, such a big conclusion. But if you're like, oh, actually, I wonder what else is possible, and what is possible here, and what different choice can I make here? And then automatically all these other doors start, appearing. They were all like hidden in the shadow before. And then you have to be just willing to be aware, willing to keep asking the question and not judging the other choices or possibilities as wrong or negative or something like that, because then you're going to stop yourself from receiving that information. But yeah, I actually was not going to go there. Okay. And even if you're like, oh, no, I don't know, what my intentions are, what I want to create, it can be also like a big, overwhelming, empty canvas. But then you can also just ask the question, what would bring me joy this year? What can I create that would bring me happiness, that would bring me, who I truly am? What can I choose this year? What energy can I be and choose that would, bring me fulfillment, that would open my heart up, that would do whatever, then that would make me, you can ask for the outcome, not in a way how it looks or how you because if you ask for something that looks a certain way, maybe you get it and maybe it's not gonna be like, what does it matter to get let's say you really want a purple car right now, and it's like, okay, I really want a purple car, but you're not acknowledging why you want it. Like, what is it really that you want that is behind it? But in the moment you're like, I really want a purple car, and then maybe 3 months later you actualize that purple car into your life, and then you're like, well, I don't really care about this car, That's happened too many times with me with like vision boards and stuff like that. But what if you're like, this purple car in this moment that you want to manifest it or create it, this purple car really brings me a sense of confidence, a sense of wealth, like in the moment, then what would actually bring you wealth and confidence, because that's really what you're asking for, And then you can just be like, what energy, space, consciousness, and choice, or what can I choose? What can I be? What can I bring and bring into my life and do every day that would bring me a sense of wealth, a sense of confidence, And then it doesn't really matter what or how it shows up, but that you'll get that confidence. It's usually about the state, the what is often called labeled as like feelings or emotions, but really it is a sense of oneness and awareness and consciousness. So that's one example. this for Christmas. I've been wanting this for like a few years, but for some reason never bought it for myself. So I put it on my wish list this Christmas and got it for my aunt. It's like a Koshi wind chimes, or is it called something else? I'm not sure. I can put the description in the description. It's not sponsored, but I just love it. It's so beautiful. So whatever you are asking for, whatever you are actualizing through this time of a new beginning, this time, this moment of reflection, this moment of creation, whatever it is, you can choose to be willing to let go of whatever is standing in the way of that actually being your reality. Be truly willing to let go of any and everything that is hindering that to become your reality. And everything not allowing it, any lingering imprinting in the energy field, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and buckle, nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And with anything big that we're bringing in or letting go of, or big we're choosing, very often it's kind of inevitable that we will have to shed some layers and face something that is uncomfortable. But know that these uncomfortable sensations, feelings are not a part of you. It's just something that needs to run through you, that you're aware of, that you've been kind of locking into your body, and just allow it to run its course. And I do talk about this in the last video I posted. I'm gonna put that as a card here or here, and the link in the description box, where I talk about resolving trauma and shadow work. And sometimes it's just like a little phase of uncomfort that it's not like, it's just kind of this space of boredom, of nothingness. And that's also something we just have to sit with and ask questions about and move through. super powerful. You're a badass creator, and everything that is in your world happening is your creation. And remember, do not label anything as good as or as bad as right or wrong. They're just choices and creations. But that means that you can always choose a different choice. You can always create something different if you do not like what you are experiencing. It's all about willingness, choice, and allowance. Those are really good things to ask for as well. I'm going to allow Reiki to flow now for some minutes without talking. It's always a little bit challenging for me to stay like calm, because I do want to present like a calm energy, as this is like an ASMR video. But when I'm doing an energy healing session, I receive so many different and so like big amounts of energy. So it's like I need to breathe it through. I need to like, it's going through my body. So there are all kinds of sounds often in my like throat and my tummy. And I'm like making a lot of effort kind of grounding it. So I hope it doesn't bother anyone. In every single one of you that is watching this, you have this intense energy in an amazing way that in some way or the other, and at some time or the other as well, you have been either told or led to believe in any way that you're too much, that you're too intense, and I'm just getting that a lot of you are gonna step into that this year and allow it. Just go all in. Let's focus on also just letting go of healing, transmuting anything that is standing in your way of doing that. Any part of you that sees some kind of value of hiding yourself, any part of you that sees any value in diminishing yourself, whether that be to be safe, to make sure that, the delusional belief that people will accept you more if you diminish yourself, or anything like that is, is that really true? Like, is that true for you? My cat is obsessed with playing with little aluminum balls in the bathtub. So if you're hearing any weird sound, that's probably it. have you been refusing to step into? Therefore, diminishing your magic, diminishing your true essence. Are you willing to, I want to say become, but you already are it? Are you willing to show yourself again? Because this is someone you've been before, in other lifetimes. But it has been shut down by your choice. By you believing that would protect you in some way. Will you choose differently now? Some last minutes of Reiki. I would actually love for this to be longer. Every time I finish, I'm like, oh, I only channeled Reiki for a few minutes. But I have this horrible habit of only leaving like 40 minutes of space on the memory card because there's a lot of footage I don't know what to do with. Or I'm always like delay. My cat is here. Okay. Yeah, delaying to make a decision about what to do with. But so a little bit of Reiki if the memory card gets full and I don't get to say goodbye. Then I'm just going to thank you right now for stopping by on my channel, for watching this whole time. Thank you all of my Patreons. I'm so thankful for all of you.